Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Opinion Machine, the show where we talk about all things gaming. My name is Killjoy, and today we're going to be talking about some of the trailers from the Xbox showcase that happened on Sunday. It's the day after, it is Monday morning. For me, I am going to pull out a couple of trailers of some of the games that really stood out to me, and some of the games that I am really like, oh, that speaks to me very much so. To be fair, Xbox not in the best graces most of this year, laying off some of their companies, all that sort of stuff, and just a lot of issues with Xbox. However, if we're just talking about what their showcase was today, they had a very strong showcase. Not as many dates as there needed to be. A lot of stuff for next year, hopefully. But what I wanted to do was just grab maybe 4 to 5 of the trailers from this showcase and go through them. We're going to start with Doom: The Dark Ages, probably one of 2 of my favourite games from this entire showcase. We're going to go through it. I might pause it at places as well, but let's get to it. If you haven't seen this, if you don't know much from Doom games, then this is a prequel game. And so, I love Doom and Doom Eternal. They have their issues, but they are very good games. But this is like set in the medieval times or something. But you still have guns, so I'm not sure. It's a weird time. Maybe it's not set on Earth. Maybe that's probably why. But you see like Doom guy with like a full-on like Nordic kind of coat going on here. Because I wondered if this game was going to be purely melee weapons. And then obviously the shotgun. The first thing you see. And this brand new shield, which I think is awesome. And you see that in this game that there are new melee weapons, basically. The shield, there's a mace. I'm curious who's doing the music. Whatever this thing is, it's like a spread launcher. He revs up the shield and then chucks it. And I think this is the plasma gun here. And you melees with it. You can deflect with the shield. Or chop through enemies. It looks like this double barrel shotgun's got the old claw on the bottom again, so you can probably just swing in from that. That looks like a nail gun, potentially. We've got a ram move. We've got a ton of stuff. Here's this mace. It seems like a new melee weapon. We've got the kick. He's in a giant mech. There's so much going on in this trailer. And we're riding a dragon all of a sudden. Like... and he's breathing fire down. I just want to kind of like go back and look at some of like the weaponry and things here before we move on to the next game. But like this game honestly looks super cool to me. We've got the super shotgun, we've got the shield. Well, I want to just get some actual whatever this thing is. Damn it. Like it's some kind of like spreader launcher. Not sure what it's firing. It's got a skull in it. Got this. This is either a machine gun or a plasma gun. Not quite sure what it is, but regardless, I love the fact that he pulls on the shield. Yeah, so this is either the plasma gun or some kind of machine gun. Look at the plasma gun. This looks like a bolt gun of some kind. That other weapon that he had. And as you can see with the shotgun here, even though it's got like a flintlock almost on the other, it looks like it's got the claw spike on it. So I can see them keeping the ability to grab onto enemies to yank yourself towards it. And then like this stomp that he does down on the ground, like a ground pound with it. But what is this thing? Let's take a look at this gun, because it's a pretty cool looking gun. It definitely looks like a gun that fires out bolts, because it sticks that guy to the back. Oh, you can like do stuff with the shield. You can like deflect with it, and then you got the mace that comes out, which is your melee weapon. The kick to it. This game looks insane. Like, honestly, really insane. I can't wait. I can't wait to like see what this game is, what this planet is. But honestly, one of the highlights for the Xbox showcase for me. I very much enjoyed that. Let's jump into something else. Luckily, got on their YouTube channel all the games. So we had Doom being probably one of them. They had. I'm not going to go into it. South of Midnight looked pretty good. They had DLCs for stuff. They looked pretty good. State of Decay 3, maybe not my cup of tea, but looked good. Dragon Age, also looking pretty fun. I want to have a look at this Metal Gear Solid trailer again, because I like Metal Gear Solid. I think this trailer looked pretty cool. Still no release date. But this is quite a big glow up over the original game. But some people were saying that some of the animations and stuff look quite stilted, so this is a chance for us to have a gander. But I never played much of Metal Gear Solid 3, but I've watched a ton of like speed runs of it. I watched a ton of gameplay of it.
Mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. The clock is ticking.
Good chance that this is built on the original one, so it might look a bit weird, some of these animations, but...
You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is...
So far doesn't look that bad animation-wise.
In other words, weapons
I love this alligator helmet. Look at... this alligator thing.
In other words,
what is this? That's so... I don't know why, that's so fun. That makes so much sense to the stealth game.
That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Yeah, I don't think the animations are that bad.
Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
The mission rests entirely in your hands.
Take a leap, son, take a leap. But this game looks so, like, to me, I'm not even a massive... Like, I love Metal Gear. I love Metal Gear Solid 1 anyway. No scoping. I guess some of these animations are based on the original, but like even stuff like that, it doesn't look like it's terrible. That looks fairly new. I don't remember you ever like gunning something down with a assault rifle. For a stealth game, it's pretty funny they're showing off a ton of action sequences. And then the boss has got a big redesign. She doesn't look the same as she used to. And it also, this is the first time I think it got its name Snake Eater, like, officially revealed.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Yeah, I honestly think this looks pretty good. I think I need to play it. Metal Gear Solid 3 is considered one of the best of the franchises. A lot of people really like it. There's a lot of cool stuff with it. So, set during the Cold War. It's pretty fun. What else did I really enjoy? There was this weird game, Flintlock. Kind of a Souls-like, not really for me. Oh, let's take Age of Mythology. So I need to... If you guys don't know, I am not a big fan of Age of Empires. I just don't like the way it plays. But I can't deny that this looks very good. And they seem to be remaking all of the Age of Empires games. They've done all those, they've gone to Mythology, but like, again, massive glow up over the original. What's cool about this game is the fact that you have those godly powers. So it's like Age of Empires, but here's like titans and giants and minotaurs and God knows what else. And all the enemies and the units you have are all very inspired by each and other's gods. Like, we've got a big like trident dude there. Got lasers going on. Lightning coming down. We got a scarab.
Rain down destruction.
Like, I remember this game being pretty crazy for its time. Wow, it's insane to me because like I know full well that the original game doesn't look this good, like nearly as good. But for an RTS, this does. You know what? I probably wouldn't even like this game, but I'm definitely going to give it a whirl. I think I deserve that much to how good it looks. And I think RTS games that have crazy shit going on usually to be. And that's a great name, Retold. I like that as the name for the remake of it, and it's out in September, which is kind of mad. But honestly, like as much as I'm not the biggest fan of the Age of Empires games, Age of Mythology is at least interesting because you pick those different factions and they have their own like godly powers and godly creatures and stuff. So that was really cool seeing that. I can't deny that one. Probably the second biggest thing for me. So Doom was like the first thing, and then Perfect Dark. And honestly, this game looks insane. Like I like the original Perfect Dark. I'm not like the biggest fan, but ever since they said they were doing a new one, I was very interested in what they were doing. And this game looks like it's doing some crazy stuff. And we've got spy elements to it, we've got fast-paced movement, we've got alternate fires on guns. I hope they bring back the laptop gun.
The mission.
It's cool seeing Joanna Dark again. Like, this is how she looks like now. This scene here gives me very much Cyberpunk vibes. But you can see at the bottom, like, vocal analysis.
How far to his last known location?
Like the fact that everything's like almost on this HUD. Very AI looking HUD.
I'll have to improvise.
It looks like there's other abilities on the left. It looks like there's like a confusion thing and like a little pawn. But you have like a gap thing here for... There you go, voice analysis. That means you can get in there. Which is what you want to see. This is a spy game. Futuristic spy game.
What readings are you getting?
We are getting odd readings from your monitor. Can you confirm?
I'm looking at the
It's a nice way to start off that stealth element. We get parkour now as well. That really excites me. I am a big fan of parkour. I love Mirror's Edge. You can see like this game also looks really nice. There's colour in it. Maybe this isn't the best section for that, but as we go into the next section of the trailer and stuff, you get to see like wall running, wall jumping. What's not to like? Movement-based stuff is really exciting for me in video games. Like all that, and then we've got this gun which also acts as a taser,
Scans clear.
which is cool.
I'm going in blind.
But we've got like, you know, that vision, detective vision.
Damn it.
We've got sliding, which is always a fun one.
Analyze. What am I looking at here?
Carrington appears to be targeting a research facility.
And then we see more of it now going forward. You can see all the spy stuff, but now we get the actual action part of it. If you can play this game very stealthy,
Pleasure to meet you.
it's going to be very, very fun and interesting to do that. See through walls.
I could use someone with your skills.
You've got melee counters by the looks of it. There's your taser bullets. This is cool. Then jump down on the guy. Take your gun. Thanks very much, pal. Sliding and shooting. Taking people out from slides. The oranges are flying everywhere. Like, honestly, this was a huge surprise to be able to see this game return. It seems like there's a lot you can do in it. Some of this is probably scripted to a degree. That's really cool. Like, takes the guy out by putting like the leg around him and then knocks it, cracks his helmet. There's obviously more going on in this story, like alien stuff.
Agent Dark.
Are you all seeing this?
Once you open this door,
But ultimately, this is a really good first impression. I'm really looking forward to this. And no date, unfortunately, but looking good. I hope that is just a single-player game as well. What else did we get that was super cool? Oh, Avowed. Yeah, like let's see. Indiana Jones looked really good as well. Fable looking. I can't quite tell if some of this is actually in-game. But this again was a really cool trailer.
Right, you.
Very British humour, as you expect.
So, you want to know all about heroes, do you? Well, you have come to the right place. Because who better to tell you all about them than perhaps the greatest hero of them all? Yeah?
I'm trying to figure out who is doing that voicing.
In all his finery. Cheers.
But what you see in this trailer, you do get to see somewhat, I think, his gameplay. I don't know if that's actually a reference to the old guy or something. Something you used to play or not. But like this, if this is what the game's like, damn.
Literally my favourite person.
You haters,
It's like a fan club, but we hate you.
your chancers, and the occasional giant
Like
toad
I
for some reason.
I want to see more from this. I won't lie, I did want to see more from this.
About the choices you make.
But it is coming next year.
I should do what I want.
We thought you could save her.
You know, it's your life and death stuff. That's what defines you.
The thing is, the
isn't it?
cool thing about these games, they do give you the choices.
Stays with you. I knew this one hero.
I think this is who you play as. I don't think it's a creator character either.
Welcome to the most exclusive club in all of Albion. Thought I'd get her out there, make the most of her gift. But you know what it's like when you're young and you have a point to prove. I tell you,
It just looks good.
she
Like,
had it all. The skill, the talent,
assuming that the stuff that we're seeing right now is all gameplay and things, but I am very like looking forward to this.
Terrifying. So, yeah, I knew this girl once who made all the wrong choices.
Humphrey. She's back.
It looks silly, which is what it should be. And that's coming out next year, I believe.
I'm going to fix it. This place. And no one is going to stand in my way.
2025, coming next year. I mean, Microsoft really kind of nailed a lot of their trailers. There's a lot of stuff here. The Flight Simulator looks cool, not interested, but some of these other games, there's a nice mix of stuff. New Life is Strange game. Indiana Jones looked really good. I'm not going to play that because it's a super long trailer. Avowed was another game that I kind of like the look of. I don't know if this sold me any more on the game, but I'm still interested in playing it. I want to see what the combat's like. You know, both melee, magic, and whatever else is going on here. It's a cool looking world. It's set in the universe of Pillars of Eternity, I believe. I think there's different factions you can join. Kind of explaining the different things that are going on in it. But I think the game looks kind of cool. I hope that they plan on showing like more gameplay of this game off fairly soon, within sort of the next 6 months. But ultimately, still kind of want to play it. Still want to see what it's like. Should probably play Pillars of Eternity.
You must open yourself to its mysteries.
Like the magic, we've got the fire going on there.
No matter how
And you've got melee weapons, you've got guns.
and become what the living land
And it's Obsidian as well, so it'll have good writing, no doubt.
its protector.
It's something they're very good at. And sword and shield combat, oh that's cool, where he shuts the book and it causes it. The combat's really the main thing for me, that's the thing that I want to see. That was really cool, dropping the ice on them. Like, if that combat feels, like, visceral and it feels... still coming out this year, but no date. The combat feels visceral and the melee hits feel impactful. I think that game will be a ton of fun to play. I'm not I'm not really gonna look at the Gears of War one. Not that fast. I do like Gears of War, but it's not like a huge thing. I do want to recheck out this Atomfall game. I think this is Rebellion. Yeah. So this is an interesting game. It's kind of like World War 1/2 meets like sort of Fallout. Like some weird stuff going on in this like village or something. It also says Lake District, so that's an interesting place to do it in the Lake District, actually. There's like robots. They've got cricket bats, which I'm all for. I know very little of this game from what they showed here, but I'm just like, hey, this looks kind of crazy. Like culty, maybe. Bit of horror. I don't know, just something about this game is very bizarre, but I kind of like what I saw. So we've got kind of like the Fallout-esque sort of robot-y thing going on. It looks odd, but it could be really good. That's coming next year, but like the British telephone box in there did it a lot for me. All in all, you know, games like Stalker, Black Ops, Assassin's Creed, like they had a ton of games here to show, and I think ultimately they had a lot of stuff here that people are really going to like. This isn't everything, I don't think, but they did a good job showing what they needed to show to sort of bring people over and go, hey, we have got games coming. This is finally all starting to come together. That's just my thoughts on some of the trailers. You know, not everything here is for me, but those are the sort of games that I'm interested in and really looking forward to. And here's hoping that a lot of these games end up being good. So we shall see. Anyway, that will do it for me today then, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, if you like the video, hit like. If you want to see more content like this, hit subscribe. We'll probably do some stuff if there's a Ubisoft thing and possibly a Nintendo Direct soon. So look forward to that stuff maybe popping up on the channel. But until next video, I'll see you then.